and welcome to Module 5, where I'm going to show you how to create easy Instagram highlights using Canva. Now, some of you are familiar with highlights on the Instagram account, but some of you may not be. And today I'm going to show you just some easy ways to create some Instagram highlights, but also just want to show you some really cool other things that people are doing that you can aspire to. So these little round circles here are what we call highlight spaces, and basically the use is, I guess, of being able to promote and show at an easy glance some of the things that you offer, whether it's in business or whether it's personal, and just showing a whole heap of different photos from different themes or travels that you do. And it's a really great way to basically show people things that you have on offer. So I just want to show you what happens when you click on it. So as you can see on the actual Instagram page itself, you can just see the little round circle that's there. But when you click on it, you can actually add other photos and images behind. So at the moment, I've got mine quite basic. And if you keep flicking through, I've got free stuff. And then I actually show a couple of the worksheets that I have on my website. I show my free ebook that I've got on my website. And then I've got some reviews and testimonials. Some of the beautiful people that I've worked with and still in touch with. And so I've put lots of reviews there, but I'm done in a visual way because I like my colour theme of pink. And keep a lookout for that young woman. I'm going to show you some of the really cool stuff that her team make. A beautiful friend, more beautiful people, beautiful niece. Okay, and then I've got my grants workshops, which are coming out this year. And so basically people, that's what they're seeing once they click on your highlights. Started my podcast last year, which was great. So there we go. Okay, so as you can see, mine's actually quite basic. I've added some highlight covers, and I also have got some basic pages behind there. I say basic because I'm not an expert in everything. I'm a dabbler in lots of things. So I wanted to show you what Creative Little Soul do, because they're really fancy and creative. I guess that's their bread and butter. They are a creative marketing agency. And so I just wanted to show you through some of their highlights, or behind the highlights, because they do some really cool stuff. And I'm hoping that they might be able to share some stuff with us soon. So you can see that they actually have got tags on there. I've got really cool little animations, which I'll show you to do in another module. I love that Mexican guy. So you can see how creative you can get with these behind the scenes of the Instagram highlight covers. So I'll just show you some of the other ones I've got here. That's beautiful Chrissy, the founder. She's got some tattoos. So I've got some really cool interactive ways of, I guess, using this feature. So there's amazing things that you can do with Canva and in creating your highlights. So let's go and create some, and then I also will show you how I upload them live via my phone. Okay, so there is a few different ways of creating them. I guess the long way around is to put in to the search bar Instagram story, and you can do that, and you'll find that it's the same size as the Instagram story highlight cover. But because I want to show you the quickest and easiest way to do it, I'm going to click on Instagram story highlight cover, because it's already got some templates that are made for you. So remembering you're only going to see initially on your page the round circle. So it's really important to get clear about what you want to put in that particular part of your feed. So you'll notice that these particular round circles have been placed in the center of the design. And if we go to here, if we click this, a blank one, I just want to remind you of where you can find the sizes. If you click file, you'll see it's 1080 by 1920 pixels. So that's the size of your story, or you can also use, as we're going to do, for your highlight covers. Okay, so you can create a new design here on your own, or you can go through and choose one of these designs here. So what we might do is we might just do a basic one at the moment. I've already created a different one in another file so that I can show you what I'm going to upload to our TV Canva Club. But what I might do is might just show you this particular one so you can see how quick it is to do on Canva via desktop. So we can change colours as we go, but all we want to do is we want to duplicate however many highlight covers we want to create. So we're just going to create 3 to start with. So when you want to use a template, you can add a page here, and then you can put the particular template that you've chosen onto that page. So add another page, and I might just use these lips. Okay, so they're the 3 pages that we're going to use just at the moment as a practice. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change the background color to something a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to change the clouds to blue. Okay, so now we're done. Okay, and at this one here we're not going to write any words or anything. I'm just going to use an image. So that one there, we might just leave that the way it is, and might just leave that one the way it is. Okay, so basically that's how quick and easy it is to use Canva as a way of creating highlights. So you're going to use your Instagram story highlight cover, or you can go to Instagram stories where you actually can choose some different themes. So let's just have a look at that for now. We'll go to Instagram story. So I'll just save this. So we're going to instead put in Instagram story. So the same size, it's 1080. What was it? What did we see? I think it's 1080 by 1920. So, yep, 1080 by 1920, correct. So we've got all the different Instagram stories down here. You'll notice the Instagram story highlight covers that we just used were across there. So there's all these different type of Instagram story pages. Now, the only thing you've got to keep in mind is if you use one of these Instagram story pages, you've got to make sure that you manually put the circle in the middle of the page so that you can have the highlight showing on your feed front page. Okay, so let's just play around with this one for now. So I'm just going to delete, I'll just leave that image for there. I'm just going to put in a round circle so I can show you how you can just, I guess, play around with these sound stories and just personalize it to yourself. So I'm just going to put the circle right there in the middle, and I'm going to make it light blue, and then I'm going to find the element. So we go to the element section, and we can put in, I want to find a airplane. This could be for a travel blog or something, and so that's a free airline just right there. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to make it white. So there's my airline I guess, element or image in the middle. So that's what people will see on the front cover. But what I might do is I might just put in some photos here of travel. Because, remember, they're going to see, when they actually click on the link, they're going to see different things. So I might put that into, delete that. Might put that there, delete that, and might put that there, or I might just use an element. Remember that if you put things into an element, it will sit into that spot. So it sits in there. Okay, so that's basically page 1. Okay, so if I want to add another page, and I want to go back to my templates. So I think there was a few different pages in this one. So oh no, it's just the one page. So all right, so add a new page, and then add the next one that I'm going to create. And while you're here, you might as well add the third one as well. I'll just do that one. Okay, so we've got our 3 pages now, and we're going to duplicate the round element, and we're going to drag that into the middle section. Okay, we're going to delete that photo so that it's not there. We're going to now duplicate that same circle. Oops. Position it. Just not sure where it's gone. Okay, that one, delete it. Okay, so we've got these round circles here, and we might just change the background here to whatever colour you want to. And then you're going to check for an element. So it might be a binoculars. It's whatever element you're looking for. And remember, if you look for things that are free. I've never looked for binoculars before, so I don't really know what's here. So I might just do, all right, let's just do a heart. This is called play as you go. Okay, so we'll put a love heart here. This might be a particular place that you love or places that you love. And on this one here, we've got that photo in the background. So we might just choose something else, another image. What we've got here, illustrations. Look, we're just playing around, so let's choose something like that. Okay, so basically that is your 3 different highlights. So you would download those and you would then upload them. So I'm just going to save them here, and I'm now going to show you how to upload some of the preset ones that I've done previously. So I'm just going to share my screen with you now. Okay, so here we are. We've got my phone live to you. And what we're going to do is you're going to go to your images, wherever you have images, or your gallery or photos, wherever you store them. And these are ones that I've created earlier, so that I could show you how quick it is to upload them. So the sequence that you load them is a sequence that they're going to show up in your feed. So basically, this one here I would have loaded first, and you can go up and delete them and rejig them around into order. But what I want to do is I want to load these particular ones in a specific order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the podcast one here last. So all you do is you click on it, and you see the little 3 buttons at the top of your screen, which is normally a share icon. And you're going to be logged into the account that you want to load it onto. So at the moment, I'm going to load it onto our Canva club. So that's where we want to be. So you can see it being done live. So I'm going to share them onto, and you basically will press, whoops, having a little bit of a, okay, the phone sometimes doesn't like this. So we're going to press send to, and we're going to put it onto your story. And then we're going to add to highlights, and you can then write what you want this to be identified as. So I'm going to write podcast, and then you're going to add that, and you're going to click done. Okay. So if we refresh this particular screen, you'll be able to see that the podcast is showing there. And obviously it's got a little bit of extra colour or creativity around it, because when you press it, you will notice that that's the exact highlight that I created earlier, similar to the ones that we practiced together. Okay, so I want to show you how to do it again. So that's what you're seeing on the Instagram. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our images, our gallery. I'm going to find the next one that we want to load, which is this one. We're going to press the share tab at the top. We're going to press it to go to stories. We're then going to send it to the story, share it, add it to highlights as a new highlight cover. And I'm going to say that's our website. So I might have some website info there. These are just really for tests to show you. I'll probably change them at some stage. So in a moment, we'll wait for it to refresh, and when it does, we'll have 2 new Instagram highlight covers. Okay, so you can see there, I've refreshed the page, so we've now got website and podcast. So let's now go to the next image that we want to include in our highlight cover for Instagram. And we're going to press the button share, and we're going to put it to stories, and then we're going to press send to. Your story, and we're going to add it as a highlight, a new highlight, and I'm going to call this workshops. Okay, and then that's done. Okay, so let's refresh the page, and you can now see the 3 highlights that we've got across there. There are, as I said, different things that images that you can place behind it to draw attention to whatever you have on offer. And we will do that in future modules. But for now, that's how you create an Instagram highlight. Let's have a little look at what we created together. And there you go. Pretty simple, particularly if you're using the already created templates in Canva. So that is all for Module 5. I look forward to sharing more with you in the next module. So see you then, and bye for now.